Hello, my name is Cheryl Woodard, and I am one of the meditation teachers here at EBS. I'm coming to you today from our bookstore because there are people meditating together in our main shrine room, which they do every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 9:30 and weekdays from 11:30 to 12. You're welcome to come and join us here. It's lovely to sit in meditation with other people, but I do these Facebook live videos for people who can't make it into the building and want to consider something about meditation. So today I want to talk about how we invest our energy. In a meditation discussion group this week on last Wednesday night, we were talking about distraction. And people said, almost everyone in the room said that they are struggling to put down their phones and turn away from media, even though they're aware that the media is manipulating us and a complete waste of time. It's very hard to put it down. In fact, people use the word addiction, and we're kind of shockingly admitting that it feels like they're addicted to these media sources. And so, everyone in this room, in this particular discussion, is working with meditation. But we acknowledged right off the bat that meditation alone is not the only way to deal with this kind of compelling social media, that there might even need to be support groups and stuff for people and other kind of tactics. You should look around and talk to people about how they're coping, how they're managing to work with that. But so now, that said, that there's a lot of ways to attack this problem, I want to talk about something that my own teacher said recently about distraction. And by the way, this teacher, he lives in Nepal, and you would think he's as far removed from Facebook as you can imagine, but he's not. Anyway, he said for years he's been warning us about social media and how it monetizes our attention, basically robs us of our intention. And he's been asking everyone to look at how we are investing our energy. He says that the investment of your energy is just like the investment of money, like a financial investment. And some investments of money have value and some do not. And so I found something, he wrote about this in a book, and I want to read it to you. He said, through the regular practice of tranquility meditation, the energy we have invested everywhere begins to return to us, like money that comes back to your bank account. And as energy returns, we begin to appreciate which events are worthy of our emotional investments and which are not. And when we have this realization, we lose interest in those that are worthless. Our attachment to them falls away, our contentment increases, and our vital energies are restored to us. So hearing this, and just from all of this, I take it that we have to fight this distraction on two fronts. Well, first we have to acknowledge that it's a real problem. But then we have to do two things. First of all, in meditation, we are loosening its attractiveness, drawing our own selves together, so to speak, and then our energy together. And then that's the meditation part of it. And then in daily life, we monitor where we are investing our energy. We just try to be careful and thoughtful about where we are putting our attention. And I think that a third element is also sharing with other people, because we're all in this distractions soup together, and everyone's figuring out strategies, and so it's good to put our heads together and talk about it. We're not alone, and we can work on it together. So let's consider this image of tranquility meditation as a process of letting our emotional energy return to us. You may not have thought of it that way. I don't often think of it that way. But actually, we can look at how this four-part, this calm abiding is what it's usually called, but the Sanskrit word is shamatha, and my teacher is using the word tranquility. But it's a process that has four pieces. The first is settling, and then there's opening, and then there's observing, and then there's softening. Settle, open, observe, and soften. So when you settle your body in a meditative posture, you're giving your awareness and your emotional energy a kind of home base. You're making a sort of a camp, okay, for all the wildness to come back to. A peaceful and accommodating place to rest. So to do that, you find a good seat. You hold your body upright but also relaxed, and you release any tension that might be distracting you. The Zen people call this a ready posture. And I think it's fair to say it's something that we are familiar with. You see people doing this, when you're, a pitcher is about to throw a baseball. He settles into his body, he or she. So, or a runner about to run a race, whatever we know about settling into your body and sort of gathering yourself in your body. And so that's the first step. Zen people call this a ready posture. And then opening from that settled body. Opening means turning your awareness, tuning in your awareness to the time and the space that you're in, sort of letting your awareness expand beyond your head, your mind, but letting yourself take in the space around you and the moment that you're in and the environment and everything. And we often do this. The focus of this is usually with the breath, because always, as long as you're alive, your breath is exchanging with the world outside, taking in from the space around you and releasing out into it. And so if you just gently watch your body breathing like that and become aware of this natural exchange taking place and tuning into it, and as your body naturally settles into place, you can watch how your breath will naturally settle too. If you just tune into it a little bit. And then when you're settled and you feel like your breathing and your body are coordinated, your body and your mind are coordinated a little bit, you can turn your attention to observing your thoughts and emotions, the activity of your mind. And this is where you're actually kind of examining your energy investment portfolio, if you will. The investments are take the form of thoughts and emotions, and those are the ones that are carrying your energy for you, your thoughts and your emotions. And these are the things that have been distracting you. This is where you've been putting your attention and consuming your energy. And so you are in this observing stage, you are settled and breathing, and you're just noticing this activity. You're not doing anything about it. You're not changing or fixing anything. You're not, you're just basically letting it flow and not reacting to it. You're just observing it, letting it go, releasing it. And if there's a snag, if something catches your attention and you can't let go, and you can go back to the beginning and start with your body again, check in with your body, check in with your breathing, and sort of come back to this home base. This is literally the practice of coming back to the home base. And you may have to do this over and over again in a meditation session, but that's the whole idea. You're coming back, starting over, and letting yourself release what's coming up. That's where the tranquility comes in. And then at the end, when your time is up, before you get up to go about your business, you pause for a moment and engage your heart. You think about yourself with sympathy and all the other people in the world who are struggling with this real problem of distraction and of, just feeling like you're out of control and wanting some place to rest, some respite from it. So you express, can I and everyone like me find the peace and restoration that we need? And so that's the process. And then the key part of it is that you have given yourself, your whole being has this place to rest in, a spot, a home base from which to observe, the flow of all the energy that's flowing around you, and where is it going and where is it coming from, and what are you doing with the energy of your mind. And it will eventually sort out. And the other thing that the teacher is saying is that your energy will be restored to you because it brings it back in from wherever it's been scattered. It brings it back into you, to your center. So see if that image is useful to you. I hope so. I want to say that EBS is here for you. We have all kinds of programs and practices going on all the time. And this coming Saturday, there's going to be one of our community potluck suppers. There's a barn dance, and then we eat and talk and visit. And that's on Saturday the 18th. Look on our Facebook page for information about it. And everyone is welcome to come. Everything here is free and welcoming. And a lot of people just like you who are trying to figure out how to be sane and helpful and useful in this world. So that said, I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.